Ah, mortals, always searching for those quick fixes, those shortcuts to enlightenment, isn't that right? But what if I told you there's a certain charm in embracing the journey, in savouring each delicious moment of transformation? Allow me to introduce you to a challenge, a tantalising prospect, 70 life lessons distilled and concentrated into a mere 7 days. Yes, you heard that right. 7 days to reshape your destiny. Think of it as a magical elixir, carefully brewed to address 93% of your pesky human problems. Intrigued? You should be, because I, a master of reinvention, have walked this path myself. I've stared into the abyss of self-doubt, danced with the shadows of uncertainty, and emerged, dare I say, victorious. So buckle up, my friends. This is no ordinary self-help seminar. This is a front-row seat to a life-altering spectacle. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single act. We begin, as all good stories do, in the present. Now, I know what you're thinking. Easier said than done, right? The past claws at your heels with regrets, while the future looms large, a monstrous storm of what-ifs. But fear not, dear viewer, this is where we outsmart those pesky anxieties. The key, my friends, is to anchor ourselves to the here and now. Embrace the wisdom of Eckhart Tolle, a true master of presence. Set those hourly reminders, those digital nudges to breathe deeply. Let the air fill your lungs, and as you exhale, imagine those worries evaporating like smoke. Observe your surroundings as if seeing them for the first time. Engage all your senses, feel the texture of your chair, the coolness of the glass in your hand. This, my friends, is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique in action. 5 things you see, 4 you can touch, 3 you hear, a symphony of the present moment. And the results? Well, let's just say my stress levels plummeted faster than a frost giant falling off a rainbow bridge. Even mundane tasks, those tedious chores, became surprisingly enjoyable. Who knew? Now, let's talk about gratitude, shall we? That often misunderstood force, more powerful than any enchantment. It's not about blind optimism, no. It's about cultivating a deep appreciation for the good in our lives, even amidst chaos. Inspired by Brené Brown's research on joy, I decided to dive headfirst into the wellspring of gratitude. A gratitude journal became my trusted companion, chronicling 3 unique blessings each day. The warmth of the morning sun, the laughter of a loved one, a perfectly brewed cup of coffee. And then came the thank you notes. Yes, you heard that right. Actual handwritten notes of appreciation sent out daily to those who brightened my day. A small act, perhaps, but one that sent ripples of positivity throughout my world. The transformation? Astonishing. My mood soared, my outlook shifted. Suddenly I noticed the beauty in the everyday, the extraordinary in the ordinary. Even Monday mornings, those dreaded harbingers of the work week, became bearable. Imagine that. Ah, self-discovery, that exhilarating and at times terrifying plunge into the depths of our own being. It's a journey worthy of the most epic saga, wouldn't you say? And who better to guide us than Carl Jung, a master of the psyche? Embrace your inner explorer, my friends, and embark on a quest for self-knowledge. Personality tests, those intriguing maps of the mind, became my compass. MBTI, Enneagram, even the occasional BuzzFeed quiz, don't judge me. Each one offered a new perspective, a piece of the puzzle. Journaling became my sanctuary, a space to explore my core values, my deepest passions, and yes, even those fears that lurked in the shadows. And then I dared to ask for feedback. 5 close friends entrusted with the task of describing me in 3 words each. The revelations, more valuable than any Asgardian treasure. I unearthed hidden strengths, dormant talents waiting to be unleashed, and those perceived weaknesses. Many were simply unique attributes, misunderstood and undervalued. This newfound self-awareness, my friends, is a power unlike any other. It fuels confidence, guides decisions, and aligns us with our truest selves. Forgiveness, a word often uttered, rarely understood. It's not about condoning past wrongs or forgetting the pain inflicted. No, my friends, it's about releasing ourselves from the shackles of resentment, from the heavy chains of anger and bitterness. Inspired by Nelson Mandela, a man who embodied forgiveness on a grand scale, I embarked on my own personal revolution. A list was made, a reckoning of sorts. Names were written down, each representing a past hurt, a grudge held too long. And yes, my own name was on that list as well. Ho'oponopono, the ancient Hawaiian ritual of forgiveness, became my mantra. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Simple words, yet potent in their ability to heal old wounds. Forgiveness letters, unsent but cathartic, poured out onto the page, releasing years of pent-up emotions. The impact, seismic. It was as if a weight had been lifted from my soul, a burden I hadn't even realized I was carrying. In its place, a lightness emerged, a newfound capacity for joy and connection. Forgiveness, my friends, is not for the faint of heart. It's an act of courage, a rebellion against the tyranny of the past. And the rewards? Immeasurable. Our habits, those pesky little creatures of comfort and routine, they can be our undoing, these patterns we weave into the fabric of our lives. But fear not, dear viewer, for even the most deeply ingrained habit can be reshaped like clay in the hands of a master sculptor. James Clear, a wise mortal, speaks of atomic habits, small changes, with the potential to cause seismic shifts in our lives. He suggests starting small, almost imperceptibly so. A glass of water upon waking, a simple act, yet it sets the tone for a day of mindful hydration. And, the night before, lay out your workout attire, a silent invitation from your future self to embrace movement and vigor. These are not mere chores, you see, but rituals imbued with intention. Then there's the ingenious habit stacking, attaching a new behavior to an existing one. After attending to your pearly whites, why not indulge in 2 minutes of quiet meditation? It's about building momentum, one small victory at a time. Procrastination, that insidious beast that whispers sweet nothings of tomorrow and later. It can paralyze even the most ambitious among us. But fret not, for I, Loki, have a cunning trick to outsmart this foe, the 2-minute rule. This gem, gifted to us by the productivity guru David Allen, is deceptively simple. If a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it now. Don't let it fester in the to-do list swamp. A quick email reply, a bill payment, small victories that chip away at the mountain of procrastination. And for those more daunting tasks, those sprawling projects that loom large, commit to just 2 minutes. 2 minutes of focus, of dedicated effort. You might be surprised, dear viewer, how often those 2 minutes blossom into a full-blown work session. The result? Productivity that would make even the most efficient Asgardian take note. Your to-do list will shrink faster than a frost giant in a heat wave, freeing you to conquer grander challenges. On this, the final day of our transformative journey, we delve into the ancient wisdom of the East, seeking the elusive Ikigai. This Japanese concept, my friends, is the art of finding your reason for being, the sweet spot where passion, purpose, and practicality converge. Picture, if you will, a Venn diagram, each circle representing a vital element. What you love, what you excel at, what the world needs, and yes, even what you can be compensated for. It's about finding harmony between your heart and the world around you. Take some time today to ponder these 4 elements. What sets your soul aflame? What are you remarkably good at, perhaps even without realizing it? What does the world desperately need, a need that you, with your unique talents, can fulfill? And finally, let's not be coy about it. What will provide you with the means to live a comfortable and fulfilling life? Remember, even we tricksters appreciate a bit of earthly comfort. And so, dear viewer, our 7 days of transformation draw to a close. But this, my friends, is not the end. It is merely the beginning, for you have within you the tools, the knowledge, the power to craft a life of meaning, purpose, and yes, even joy. Remember the lessons you've learned, the habits you've cultivated, the self-awareness you've gained. Embrace the present moment, practice gratitude, forgive freely, and never underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. Go forth and conquer, not with brute force, but with the quiet confidence of one who has journeyed inward and emerged transformed. And should you ever find yourself lost in the chaos of existence, remember these words. You are capable of extraordinary things. Now go forth and prove it, not to me, not to the world, but to yourself. Our connection, that elusive, intangible thread that binds us all. We crave it, we seek it, yet sometimes we build walls instead of bridges. But fear not, dear viewer, for this chapter is about mastering the art of genuine connection. We'll explore the power of vulnerability, inspired by the teachings of Brené Brown. For it is in revealing our authentic selves, imperfections and all, that we truly connect with others. Think of it as a cosmic dance of shared humanity. We'll also delve into the magic of active listening, truly hearing and seeing the person before you. Imagine, if you will, a world where conversations are not just a volley of words, but a symphony of shared understanding. Remember, darling, connection is not about amassing a legion of followers or acquaintances. It's about cultivating deep, meaningful relationships that nourish the soul. And who knows, you might even learn a thing or two about yourself along the way. Kindness, my friends, is a language universally understood. A simple smile, a heartfelt compliment, a helping hand extended. These acts of generosity have the power to transform not only the recipient's day, but your own. Inspired by the Dalai Lama's teachings on compassion, we'll explore the transformative power of kindness. For in giving, we receive tenfold. And in brightening someone else's day, we illuminate our own. We'll also discuss the importance of setting boundaries, for true connection cannot exist without respect for oneself and others. Think of it as creating a sacred space where vulnerability can flourish without fear of being trampled upon. Remember, my dears, connection is a two-way street. It requires effort, vulnerability, and a willingness to meet others with an open heart. So go forth and connect, and watch as your world expands in ways you never thought possible. Have you ever pondered the meaning of life, my friends? What is our purpose amidst this grand, chaotic tapestry of existence? The Japanese, those wise souls, have a concept for that, Ikigai. It's the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Imagine, if you will, a life where you leap out of bed each morning, driven by a fire within, eager to embrace the day and make your unique contribution to the world. That, my friends, is the power of living in alignment with your Ikigai. Throughout this chapter, we'll embark on a journey of self-discovery, exploring various tools and techniques to uncover your passions, talents, and values. We'll delve into the work of Simon Sinek, who encourages us to start with why. Remember, your Ikigai is not a distant destination, but a path to be traversed. A journey of continuous exploration and growth. Discovering your purpose is one thing, my friends, but taking action is another entirely. It's time to translate those grand visions into tangible steps, to move from the realm of contemplation to the exhilarating arena of action. Inspired by the words of Goethe, who wisely said, "Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do." We'll explore strategies for setting meaningful goals and taking consistent action towards our dreams. We'll discuss the importance of breaking down seemingly insurmountable tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Remember, my dears, even the most daunting mountain is climbed one step at a time. So embrace the journey, my friends. Set your intentions, take that first courageous step, and watch as the universe conspires to support you along your path. So did these 70 lessons magically solve 93% of my problems? Not quite. Life isn't a mathematical equation with a neat solution. But here's what did happen. I developed a toolbox of strategies to handle life's challenges more effectively. My perspective shifted dramatically, making problems seem more like opportunities for growth. I learned that personal transformation is an ongoing journey, not a destination. The biggest revelation: you don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Small, consistent steps, when taken with intention and awareness, can lead to profound transformations. Now it's your turn to embark on your own life transformation journey. Here's your challenge. Choose one lesson from this video that resonated with you the most. commit to applying it consistently for the next 7 days. Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Remember, you don't need to fix every single problem in your life to be happy and fulfilled. Sometimes, addressing that stubborn 7%, the core issues that have been holding you back, can make all the difference. If you're ready to dive deeper into personal growth and self-discovery, hit that subscribe button. Next week, we're tackling the 5 morning habits of highly successful people. Warning may involve cold showers. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Let's grow together, one lesson at a time. Your future self will thank you for starting today.